Algebra II 7.2a, Multiply Radical Expressions. Now we talked about this in Algebra 1 in video 11.4a, and if you haven't seen the three previous videos for Chapter 7, you might want to watch those by clicking on this video's description, okay? So we have the square root of 4 multiplied by the square root of 25. That's a 2, that's a 5. We can put them underneath one radical symbol and get 100, and 2 times 5 is 10, and that's the square root of 100. So here's our theorem. For any non-negative numbers a and b and any natural number index k, the kth root of a times the kth root of b is going to equal the kth root of a times b. What that means is for any positive numbers or 0, see, non-negative, it's their way of saying positive numbers are 0. And any natural number, a counting number, index k, we can multiply the radicands together under one radical symbol. And the commutative property of multiplication applies. So if we have a times b, it's the same thing as b times a, all right? So we can multiply these together. If we have the square root of x plus 2 times the square root of x minus 2, we can put them together underneath one radical sign, and we can FOIL them and get the square root of x squared minus 4. If we have this cube root of 4 times the cube root of 5, we can put them underneath one radical sign as the cube root of 20. If we've got the square root of 19 and times the square root of 7, we can put them under one radical sign and get the square root of 133. That's what they are multiplied together. If we've got the fourth root of 403 multiplied by the fourth root of 7, we can multiply them together under one radical sign and get the fourth root of 2,821. That's what it is, multiplied together. We can even combine the exponents to be the cube root of 3 squared times the cube root of 3 is going to equal the cube root of 3 cubed. See? Let's take a look at another one. Here's another FOIL. We've got the square root of x plus 2y times the square root of x minus 2y. We can put them underneath one radical sign and FOIL it together to get the square root of x squared minus 4y squared. We've got the cube root of 8x times the cube root of x to the 4th power plus 5. We can put it underneath one radical sign and distribute that 8x to the x to the 4th power and to the 5, and we'll get the cube root of 8x to the 5th power plus 40x. We've got the 4th root of the quotient of y and 5 times the 4th root of the quotient of 7 and x, and we can put them together under one radical sign and simplify it to the 4th root of 7y over 5x. See? We've got the 5th root of 4/7 multiplied by the 5th root of 7/4. We can put them underneath one radical sign. It's 4 times 7 over 7 times 4. It's going to be a 28 over a 28, and the numerator and denominator are the same, so it's going to be a 1. And the 5th root of 1 is just 1 times 1 times 1 times 1 times 1. That's going to be a 1. Okay, this one wasn't that hard, was it? I think you should have been able to get this. Okay, our next video, and this should say B, is 7.2b. We're going to simplify radical expressions by factoring. I'm going to add this video to the Algebra 2 playlist. And in Chapter 11 from Algebra 1 last year, 11.3 and 11.4, we talked about multiplying radicals and the roots, okay? And I'm going to put the 3 videos from this Chapter 7 also in this description, so you can just click on these links and watch them, okay? Make your life easy. You don't have to search all over the place for these videos. They're right there in the description of this one, okay? I think you can do this. This isn't that hard. I believe in you. I'll see you next video. Bye.